Hey there, welcome to WTMK Live, your holistic health and unconventional foodie destination. Are you sabotaging your results with your trying to control your blood sugars or lose weight? Well, I've got the answer for you today. So if you know anybody else who is struggling with those same things, make sure you share this video out because I'm going to give you some great information today. My name is Colette Wydeck. If we have not yet met, I am a certified holistic health coach, and I am very passionate about helping people to be able to control their blood sugars, lower their cholesterol, and release the weight. Sounds good, right? So one of the things that may be sabotaging your efforts to do so are artificial sweeteners. So drop your favorite emoji in the comments for me below if you are just as guilty as I was on using artificial sweeteners. And what's maybe wrong with using artificial sweeteners? Have you ever thought about that? You know, it seems like it's such a great thing to do, to use, stuff like, the pink packets or the blue packets or the yellow packets, because there's no calories, right? So what's wrong with that? Why isn't it a good thing to use? Well, I've got those answers for you. First of all, when you put something sweet in your mouth, it tells your brain, hey, we've got something good going on here. We're going to get some nutrition. Then, when those artificial sweeteners hit your digestive system, your body says, wait, there's no nutrition here. We're not getting anything good out of this. So then it tells your brain, well, okay, we got to keep eating. Got to keep eating until we start getting some nourishment inside of us. How many of you have had that happen, where you like guzzle down a diet soda and then you're still hungry and you're maybe even more hungry? That's the problem. That's one of the big problems. The other problems, hey, BJ, thank you for joining me today. So another one of the problems is that artificial sweeteners are toxic to your liver. And for those of you who are diabetic or pre-diabetic, being able to keep your liver free from being congested is super important, because diabetics have a much greater chance of getting fatty liver disease. So you need to make sure you do everything possible to keep your liver decongested and healthy so that it can do its job to keep your blood sugars low. Let's see. Okay. Yes. So the other thing you need to do is you need to make sure that you become a label detective, because when you go to the store, there's all of the shelves are lined with stuff that says low fat and low sugar or no sugar, sugar free. And what happens is that they take out the sugar. They take out the sugar or they take out the fat. And what they do is they add in artificial sweeteners. So you have to be very, very careful what it is that you're putting into your body so that you make sure you stay nice and healthy. That being said, so what do you drink? One of my very favorite drinks is lemonade. And hey, Linda, so glad to have you here with us today. Oh, that's something else. Make sure you drop in the comments where you're coming from so I can say, hey, see where everybody's coming in from. That would be great. And if you're on the replay, just put replay. That's cool. And make sure you share this out as well. Even on the replay, give me some comments. And make sure you let me know where you're coming in from. And if this is your very first time on my broadcast, let me know that too, because I'd love to connect with all my new fans. So back to lemonade. Yeah, I love lemonade. It's like my very favorite drink. Problem is, to make regular lemonade, you either A, buy the sugar-free kind that is sweetened with, well, you know what it is, and it's no good for you. Or it has tons and tons of sugar in it. When I used to make lemonade homemade, I would make my own simple syrup with 1 cup of sugar, and you know, like 6 or 8 lemons, and 1 cup of sugar is, I did the math here for you. 1 cup of sugar is 48 teaspoons of sugar. That's a lot of sugar. And in the summertime, when it's hot and you're thirsty, you drink a lot of lemonade, right? So we don't want all that sugar. Plus, that 48 teaspoons of sugar is 768 calories. That's not good either. Not good at all. So what do you do? Well, I'm going to show you. Today we're going to make actually lemonade iced tea. And I know a lot of you really love iced tea and a lot of you really love sweet tea. So we're going to make lemonade sweet tea. And there's going to be 0 sugar in it. And it's going to be yummy, delicious, I promise. So let me put the camera down here. And as you can see, I have my nice picture here. And what I did was, a while ago, brewed some tea, and I have there's 6 tea bags here. Let me just squeeze out the tea bags. And I just used regular tea bags. But you could, for sure, use, you know, an herbal tea. You could use, like, peach. You could use raspberry. So many yummy teas. You could even do this with green tea as well, because that's really good too. So we've got the tea there. That's all that's in there. It's just plain old tea. There's nothing in there yet. And to that, I'm going to add, this is the juice of 2 lemons that I squeezed up earlier. And to that, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon, that's it, 1 teaspoon of pure stevia. Oh, it's a little humid here today, but it's nice and cool, so all of our windows are open. And oh my goodness, that just kind of like, I have to get some more. Kind of just all coagulated in there. Let me just get a teaspoon. And we'll get some here. So I got here, and this is a Sweet Leaf brand stevia, and I'm sorry the label kind of came off of it when I opened it up. So I can't show you for sure that that's what it is, but that's what it is, I promise. So we're just going to put in a teaspoon of the pure stevia. And that's it. I'm going to add a little bit of extra water. Make this a nice full ½ gallon. And how delicious is that, right? Let's drop some ice cubes in there. So yum. In fact, I'm thirsty. I'm going to have myself a cup. There you go. A nice glass of refreshing lemonade iced tea. And 0 guilt. And that's what we want, right? 0 guilt. I'll make it a little bit pretty special. How about that? Yum, right? So let's talk about stevia. And I know I've said before, I'm not a big fan of stevia because it always had like a bitter taste to me. Well, here's what I found out. What I found out is I think maybe I wasn't using the right stevia. Because stevia is so popular today, it's just really being mass produced. And you have to be careful that you get one that is pure stevia. Because what happens is in order to cut down on costs, some of the manufacturers are adding in, you know, some other fillers, and they could be, you know, artificial sweeteners. And so you definitely don't want that. And stevia is a fabulous replacement for sugar in drinks and even in baking and all that kind of stuff. for people who are trying to control their sugars and release weight. Because stevia does not spike your blood sugar, so you're not going to have an insulin rush or any of that kind of stuff. You're going to be able to enjoy a nice, cool beverage, a nice sweetened tea, and without having any of those other ill side effects. The other thing is, when I first started using stevia a little bit, I just really didn't like it because, like I said, it had like a bitter aftertaste to it. I just didn't care for it. And what I found was that it's probably because I was using too much. You need very, very little. Like you saw, 1 cup of sugar is what I would normally use to make iced tea or lemonade, and the replacement was just 1 teaspoon of stevia. So maybe it's just that you're trying to use too much stevia. Because stevia is like 200 to 300 times more sweet than sugar is. So it only takes a very little bit in order to make something sweet. There's a couple of other natural sugars that you can use. I wouldn't suggest them to make like iced tea or lemonade because you just would have to use a little bit too much. But other really good sugar replacements are raw honey, or you could also use coconut sugar, or what's the other one? Pure maple syrup. Sorry about that. And the benefits of using raw honey are really, really astounding. Like, you don't need to use that much honey, but it's a great thing to use instead of putting like jelly or jam or something on your whole grain toast with nut butter or something, because honey, especially the raw honey, and that's what you really want to use is raw honey, because it has a whole lot of enzymes in it. It's loaded with all kind of B vitamins and vitamin C. It can help you to soothe your throat and get rid of irritation. So if you have a sore throat or you're coughing, honey is a great thing to use. And honey is antiviral, antioxidant, antibacterial, and anti-inflammatory. So there's a whole lot of really great health benefits for using raw honey as well. I just want to make sure that it's not processed honey. You want it right straight from the, unprocessed, unfiltered, all that stuff, so that it keeps all that really good stuff. And here's another thing too. If you get local raw honey, it will also help you with seasonal allergies, because I think we've talked about this before as well, that if you're using local, the bees are getting the pollen from plants that are local to you that you're having a seasonal reaction to. So if you're eating that honey from the local vegetation, it's going to help you and give you an immunity to those seasonal allergies. So that's another big plus. So does any of this make sense? Let's see what I got going on here. Oh, let's see. Hey, Celia. My goodness, I'm getting all kinds of cool people on here today. Awesome. Raw honey will be organic, Linda. Hey, Heather. So yeah, you just definitely want to make sure that you have the best ingredients that you can. And I know I've talked about it before about how organic fruits and vegetables are like the best thing that you should be getting. However, eating vegetables and fruit at all is better than not. So if conventional is all you can afford, I'd rather you eat vegetables and fruit than not eat them at all. So don't let the organic, thing get to you. You need to make sure you're adding in vegetables and fruit. We can always worry about organic later. However, I do have a list on my website of there's a clean 15 and the dirty dozen of 15 fruits and vegetables that are okay to buy conventionally, and 12 that you absolutely should definitely try to get organic, because what happens is they are so full of the chemicals that are used for pesticides and stuff, and that also messes with your digestive system. It overloads your liver, and as we talked about before, we want to make sure we keep our liver clean so that our liver can do its job to maintain our blood sugars the way we're supposed to, and have our digestion be the best we can, and that way we can control our blood sugar, lower our cholesterol, and release the weight. So, let's see, have discovered blackberry lemonade. Ooh, yum! That sounds amazing, BJ. That sounds absolutely amazing. That's awesome. So anybody else have any questions? If not, we're going to kind of like wrap it up for today. Can't quite see all of the comments here. So what stevia can you use? Oh, yeah, great question, Linda. The brand that I found that I really like is called Sweet Leaf. There are some other brands, and it doesn't really matter. You just need to make sure that the label says pure stevia. It has no fillers in it. That's what you're looking for. But Sweet Leaf is a great brand, and the bottle looks like this. You can also get it in liquid form too. And like I said, the label came off when I opened it, but that's what it is. It's got a green top like that. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's great, BJ. Yeah, I totally agree. I think I was either using a stevia brand that had fillers in it and that contributed to the bitter taste, or I'm not sure what. But I will also say that once you start to lower your sugar intake and your taste buds get used to not having so much sweet taste and flavors in your food all the time, you will be able to eat less and be satisfied without having so much of a sweet taste, and that's also a really awesome thing. Let's see. Yeah, Bigelow teas are very good, and you can get lots of really cool flavors and mix it up. So you can have like peach tea and, like BJ was saying, blackberry. Oh, yummy. Blackberry lemonade. Got to try that. Awesome. Okay, well, if you have any questions that I didn't get to today, make sure you put them in the comments. I will answer all your questions below. And I hope everybody has a great day, an amazing weekend coming up. And I will see you again next week. Oh, wait, before I let you go, I would also like to let you know that I have a brand new group. Well, it's almost a month old now, and I have 25 amazing members, but I would love to have you all come and join me in the Holistic Happy Living community. You can find a link. I will put a link to that in the comments below, and you can also go to my website. I have a whole bunch of really great recipes that are all designed to help keep your blood sugar stable and help you to release the weight. So thanks again so much for joining. I will see you again next Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Here's to your health. Bye-bye.